Frank, Karol Itama, let's start with him. I've seen you just have a word. Sometimes he seems too hard on himself.
Yeah, he does, but you know, he's a very classy boxer when he wants to box. Once he gets his jabs going, he's getting his distance. Sorry, Sal. He's getting his distance when he's letting his jab go, and then he can pick his shots. What he was doing sometimes, just throwing a shot, then falling in. So there was no, you know, it's like there was no distance there for letting his shots get away. But he done all right, and I thought, you know, let's set him up now, and he's going to have a title fight next time out.
So that's the plan here. His 2024 will include the title fight. You're saying next time out? Definitely.
He's good. Yeah, he's going to fight. He's got to fight for a title now. You know, that's what we're doing. He's going to show what he's all about. And I think he needs a good challenge now. I mean, that fella's a tough guy. Was he 11?
He was unbeaten.
He was unbeaten. Then he didn't swallow, and certainly in the last round he half fancied it a bit.
He went for it last
So
time.
you give him credit for that. But he needs now a challenge. We need to find out what it's all about. You know, what level it's at, and he's capable. I mean, he's got a tremendous pedigree as an amateur, and he's done well up until the loss that he had. So now he's back on the road, and next one, as I say, will be a title fight.
Well, let's turn our attention to tonight's card. We'll be live, of course, from 7 o'clock, which is coming up very, very shortly. The main event, a big test for your man Hamza Sheeraz against Liam Williams. How are you feeling now, just hours away?
Look, it's a tough fight. I mean, we all believe in Hamza. He's got tremendous class. He's done everything that's been asked of him up to as yet. This is a step up for him. You know, he's in with a guy who's got tremendous experience, can punch. You see him in his last fight, he blew someone out in one round. He's fought at the highest level, world title, and Hamza's got to show that he's what he's about there, and we will find out what he's about tonight, because he's in with somebody who, as far as Liam's concerned, this is in some ways a last chance saloon for him. He can't afford to lose the fight. Losing the fight, he's going to go right down the pecking order. So I think it's going to be competitive. He can punch. So Hamza's got to be at his best, but if he's best, then I think he can come through.
Well, he's got that. He oozes that kind of class as well. We were talking about this, Nathan. The way Hamza carries himself, he seems to tick every box right now.
Yeah, he dresses nice. He's a good lad, but he's been devastating in the ring. Like obviously a peer of mine, he's a middleweight as well. But yeah, he's done everything asked of him so far. And like you say, tonight's the step up. So
he is. I think he's a real good ambassador for the sport and for modern Britain. That's what he's an ambassador for, and he carries himself so well. He's very articulate, and he's articulate in the ring. And you know, for me, that performance he had in Poland, I mean, he beat a fighter there. That was for them was a big upset. I mean, I thought he'd win the fight, but I didn't think he'd be doing it in one round. But I think he's the real deal, and we'll certainly find out tonight.
Listen, we've got another great ambassador for the sport right here in our unbeaten British middleweight champion, Nathan Heaney. Look, he's got a big fight coming up against Brad Pauls. Look, you're allowed to look a little bit beyond that, right? Though I'm sure there's plans in place, there's stuff going on. What can you tell us about the future of Nathan Heaney?
His future is his next fight.
Yeah, exactly.
The same for every boxer. That's your future.
That's the only thing.
That's all you need to focus.
Absolutely.
Your next fight is a world title fight, and that's it. That's what you've got. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's how you've got to look at it. You've got to come through it. All that looking right down the road. That is in some ways my job, but I don't even want to go there at the moment, because I think, you know, that's a great card up there. Yeah. Magnificent 7-3 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a great card, and you know you're in a good fight, and your opponent is similar to what it was like when you was going into the fight.
Like Steve said, we know the fight that we had in our valley going into Denzel Bentley.
Correct.
He's going to have the exact same thing, but I would never, ever let anyone ever take the fight away from him.
And the fight with Denzel was, I thought you boxed magnificently from the round one onwards. Your composure, the way you held up against a real good fighter in Denzel, another really nice guy, real good opponent, and thinking about what a problem Denzel gave the world champion.
Yeah.
So you got to think to yourself, I can get in that. I've done it. I've been there. Yeah. Now I've got to improve on that, and you can do it. There's no doubt about it.
Before I let you go, Frank, let's get a final word on just Anthony Yarde. Also returns tonight. I'm hearing that Joshua Buatsi is going to be around tonight. I know Dan Aziz is going to be here as well. Light heavyweights want to watch Anthony Yarde. Obviously, he's got Nikolic in front of him tonight, but I'm hearing more and more about this Buatsi fight. What can you tell us?
Look, he's got to get through tonight, which I feel he should do. And then we want the Buatsi fight. That's what we've been talking about. He needs a fight. The two champions are tied up on June the 1st in Riyadh for the Riyadh season fight, which is a cracking fight. The winner of that, we don't know. Maybe there may be a rematch, but whatever. So those two guys are not going to be fighting anybody other than themselves probably until maybe the end of the year. So in the meantime, these fellas have got to get themselves in position, and I mean by these fellas, I mean Anthony Yarde and Joshua Buatsi got themselves into a position where they challenge if the belts fragment or the winner. Because at the end of the day, if you want to be a world champion, you've got to fight the world champion. And for them now, they don't want to be stepping backwards. They need to be in big fights. And also, it's a fight that the fans deserve to see, the fans want, and we certainly want it, and I know Anthony wants it.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much, Frank. Plenty of great fights on tonight. Nathan, thank you as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Top man.